Hello everyone. Welcome to our channel where we explore the fascinating stories and teachings of Buddhism. Today, we are going to talk about one of the most important events in the life of Siddhartha Gautama, who later became known as the Buddha, or the Awakened One. These events are called the Four Sights, and they are the four encounters that changed Siddhartha's perspective on life and inspired him to seek the ultimate truth. Siddhartha was born into a royal family in ancient India, around the 6th century BCE. He lived a luxurious and sheltered life, surrounded by pleasures and comforts. His father, the king, wanted to protect him from any kind of suffering or hardship, and so he kept him away from the outside world. Siddhartha grew up without seeing the realities of old age, illness, death, and renunciation. However, one day, Siddhartha decided to venture out of the palace and see the world for himself. He took his chariot and his charioteer and drove through the city. There, he saw four sights that shocked him and awakened him to the truth of suffering. The first sight was an old man with wrinkled skin, gray hair, and a bent back. He was walking with a cane and looked frail and weak. Siddhartha asked his charioteer, "Who is this man? Why is he so different from us?" The charioteer replied, "This is an old man. He was once young and strong like you, but time has taken its toll on him. This is what happens to everyone who lives long enough. You too will grow old someday." Siddhartha was stunned and saddened by this revelation. He realized that he was not immune to the effects of aging, and that his youth and beauty would not last forever. The second sight was a sick man, lying on the ground, covered with sores and wounds. He was moaning and groaning in pain, and looked miserable and helpless. Siddhartha asked his charioteer, "Who is this man? Why is he so different from us?" The charioteer replied, "This is a sick man. He is suffering from a disease that has afflicted his body and mind. This is what happens to anyone who falls ill. You too will get sick someday." Siddhartha was shocked and disturbed by this revelation. He realized that he was not immune to the effects of illness and that his health and happiness could be taken away at any moment. The third sight was a dead man, lying on a stretcher wrapped in a cloth. He was surrounded by mourners who were crying and wailing in grief. He looked cold and lifeless and had no signs of movement or breath. Siddhartha asked his charioteer, "Who is this man? Why is he so different from us?" The charioteer replied, "This is a dead man. He is no longer alive. He has left this world and gone to another realm. This is what happens to everyone who dies. You too will die someday." Siddhartha was horrified and terrified by this revelation. He realized that he was not immune to the effects of death, and that his existence and identity would end one day. The fourth sight was a wandering ascetic, dressed in simple robes, carrying a bowl and a staff. He had shaved his head and looked calm and serene. He was walking with a steady and graceful pace and looked content and peaceful. Siddhartha asked his charioteer, "Who is this man? Why is he so different from us?" The charioteer replied, "This is a wandering ascetic. He is a seeker of truth. He has renounced the worldly pleasures and attachments and has dedicated his life to finding the way to end suffering and attain liberation. He follows a path of discipline, meditation, and wisdom. He is free from fear and desire and has found inner peace and joy." Siddhartha was intrigued and inspired by this revelation. He realized that there was a way to overcome the suffering caused by old age, illness, and death, and that there was a possibility of achieving enlightenment and nirvana. These four sights had a profound impact on Siddhartha's mind and heart. He realized that his life in the palace was based on ignorance and illusion, and that he was not truly happy or fulfilled. He felt a strong urge to follow the example of the wandering ascetic and to seek the ultimate truth for himself. He decided to leave behind his family, his wealth, his power, and his comfort, and to embark on a spiritual journey that would transform him into the Buddha. The four sights are the pivotal moments in Siddhartha's life, leading to his pursuit of enlightenment. They are also the universal truths that we all face in our lives, whether we are aware of them or not. We all grow old, we all get sick, we all die, and we all have the potential to awaken. The four sights invite us to reflect on the nature of suffering and the possibility of liberation. They challenge us to question our assumptions and beliefs and to seek the true meaning and purpose of our existence. They encourage us to consider our own path towards awakening and to follow the footsteps of the Buddha. Thank you for watching this video. We hope you enjoyed it and learned something new. If you did, please give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos on Buddhism. Also, feel free to share your thoughts and questions in the comment section below. We would love to hear from you. Until next time, may you be happy and peaceful. Namaste.